It's really exciting to be here at the VRAR Global Summit. Thank you so much for putting this on. I just want to ask, the last time you did one of these was in June. There's been a lot that's happened since then. How is this summit going to be different from the last one?
Yeah, thanks for asking. We learned a lot from the June online summit. We almost had 12,000 people attending from all over the globe. So this time in June, hopefully we'll meet that number. But what we're seeing is trade delegations from like the UK government, Canada, Korea, are bringing 30 companies to the summit and delegates. So it's interesting to see how the governments are investing in these virtual events.
That's really exciting. It's always exciting to see, governments embrace this kind of stuff. Why do you think that governments are sending trade delegations this time? What about it is exciting?
Yeah, I mean, I talked to the UK trade, contact person, and they said they kind of see this to be the new normal, and they want to help companies from the UK to promote these technologies. But the vaccine will probably happen in the next few years, and who knows, right? Everybody will get the vaccine by 2024, I saw. So this new normal will continue. I don't think we'll have physical events next year either.
Absolutely. Maybe soon we can do this in a totally virtual world. At least that's my hope. We've got a really packed schedule. Are you anticipating any big announcements or anything that you think people will want to hear about?
Yeah, so HP will be announcing new products on September 30th, the first day of the conference during their keynote. I cannot tell you anything more besides that it's hardware and software.
Come on! Keeping us in suspense. And then also, you put together a really packed schedule. There are a lot of big names and people working hard on this. Are there any other highlights on the schedule that you really want to encourage people to check out? And what specifically, do you think is so exciting about those?
Yeah, well, I know you're moderating our safety COVID panel. So there's a lot of members, of course, for virtual reality that are concerned about using headsets. So UL and Cleanbox, will be presenting in your panel talking about how to address hygiene and safety with virtual technologies. But there's also a lot
really interesting. Really interesting, I think.
There's a lot of Microsoft sessions with like defense and aerospace. Lenovo is also sponsoring. And there's going to be, a session with Bridgestone, etc.
Cool. And we're 6 months, 7 months into a global pandemic that's totally changed everything. One of the reasons we're meeting virtually here. But obviously AR and VR, you think it has a place in this world. So can you set the stage a little bit about what the hot stuff in AR VR is right now, and how people are looking to it for its potential and using it right now?
Yeah, what comes to mind right away is that teacher from India. I think she's a middle school teacher that was using augmented reality to create lessons for her students locked down at home. So the students are at home and she's at school giving a lesson, and she created AR objects for animals, solar systems. And the students were watching at home, engaged, watching her, interacting with these AR objects in front of her.
Right.
So that just tells you how this technology is easy and mainstream already. And then in terms of, the VR headsets, a lot of training, education, and entertainment is happening with the VR headsets. And it's definitely, the COVID pandemic helped a lot in accelerating these technologies.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you have any tips for, the attendees and people who are here, to get the most out of these couple of days?
Yeah, so when you register for the event, make sure you create or fill out the profile as detailed as possible, because the platform we're using, Hopin, that's what we picked. It happened in the first place, is this networking feature. So we'll have our famous speed dating where you will get 5 minutes to meet with the next best person available, and it's matched based on your profile.
Cool. Cool. That is cool. I gotta check that out. Is there anything else you want to make sure that we know as we kick this thing off?
Yeah, so in addition to the sessions, we'll have workshops and the virtual expo. So definitely check out the virtual expo where vendors will be demoing their offerings.
Cool. Cool. Yeah. A virtual floor. Cool. Well, thanks so much, Chris. I'm really excited to get this kicked off.
Thank you so much, Giff.